man. So today, man, I'm gonna give y'all the relative in my presentation on time, space, and the universe, man. So how I'm gonna kick it off to you is a real simple. It's not complex. It's just relative and everyday structure. Just how time and space is so, manipulating into the way how the days go by and the universe is just it plays out in your life just every day, man. Every day we have that relative connection with, you know, thoughts. It starts with the thoughts, and I'm gonna just give you my defining of these thoughts. So, with the zodiac constellation, we all see these planets. These stars, these systems. So from Pisces, the Aries, the Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. We see these constellations within the stars and in the sky, but we don't actually pay attention to what they represent. And at the end of the day, it's all humanity, but together we don't realize that it's a part of humanity. So with our body and our structure, they got the text out there called the occult anatomy, but our body is structured, it has ruling with these galaxies and these planets, these constellations and stars. And our crown will be ruled by, just the sun, and it's just in its nature. The throat will be ruled by Cancer and Leo. The third eye will be represented by Cancer and Leo. The throat will be ruled by Mercury. The heart will be ruled by Venus. Solar plexus will be ruled by Mars. Our sacred will be ruled by Jupiter. Our grounding will be ruled by Saturn. And how these things play a part in our everyday lives is just how the constellation are lined up. It'll play a part with intelligence and the personalities of humanity. How, Mars may be a dominant being in this certain, area of, Aries and Scorpio. It may be more dominant in its possession and power. Or how Mercury may be more dominant in Gemini and Virgo. Just because, that area in the constellation, it has more of a dominant, ruling era. It's those intelligent characteristics plays a part in how all of us is born. I'm a Scorpio because, my chart says the sun was in Libra, my ascendant was in Leo, the moon was in Virgo, Mercury was in Virgo, Venus was in Libra, Mars was in Cancer, Jupiter was in Libra, Saturn was in Aquarius, Uranus was in Sagittarius, Neptune was in Sagittarius, and Pluto was in Scorpio. And these energies, man, how it plays a part in all characteristics is just being the fact that, Mercury and Mars was trying with each other, and the Earth is here, but the sun is here, and, it's in Libra, it's in Scorpio, and then, it's all projectile, projecting energy to a sun ray. It's projecting directly to me at that time of my my born life. And now I walk with not just an arrogance, but a possession of Scorpio. It's just my identity. And that's just how time and space plays a part with the birth of humanity. But with actual everyday situations, you have examples like this with time and space. At this time right now, this is how my room is. This is how it is. A bed at this point. My TV's here. I have a shoe rack right here. My table is here, and this is 1 week. But then let's say at this time the sun is in Sagittarius, and I just wanted to live like this. But the sun's in Sagittarius, the moon's in Virgo. The ascendant at that present moment where this is going on. And then week 2, we go into, now we're shifting. The sun has switched out of Sagittarius, and now it went into Capricorn. But then the moon is switching to Scorpio, and then the ascendant has switched to Cancer. And now at this point, I have switched from, I done got rid of the step rack, a shoe rack, and then I just want to have my shoe boxes in there. I just want to have my shoe boxes. I wanted more shoes. I want the color of my bed changed from purple to green. Something about green made me wanted to, that time and space at that moment of that period of that moment of time made me decide green and put my television from over here. And then it's the same with the next week. I don't even want it to be a room no more. I want it to be a restaurant. And these are our studio apartment. I'm representing these as a studio apartment. And like, next thing you know, I've moved. I don't even want to be there no more. And that's why this space is blank, because I went from a restaurant, and from this restaurant, I've established I don't even need bed space no more. I don't even want to, I don't want the shoes there no more. I don't want the clothes there no more. I moved out of that space of living, went into a bigger home, and just now I use it as a restaurant space, has grown from it, and now there's nothing. I've moved from it because of the time and space that evolving from our zodiac constellation that's evolving around us, that's shifting us through characteristics and traits that we don't even know about. It's like a time schedule. 12 hours, 12 days. 12 hours, 12 nights. 12 days. It's 12 hours a day and 12 hours a night because of these 12 hours of zodiac that exist. That's how that clock is there. That's why it's 12 months in modern day. Even the cycles of, time. We only tell the difference between time. Only reason we could tell the change of time is because we're shifting from time and space within the universe around us. The sun is orbiting. Earth is supposedly orbiting around the sun, and the moon is orbiting around that as well, and we're orbiting at an axle to create certain projections on the sun at certain marks on the earth. They give it sunrise or sunset or midday or nightfall, and then on the other side it's the same thing. It's going through a different cycle because of how we're moving through time and space. And even with cycles of just seasons, it's 4 seasons. We're shifting through spring, summer, fall, and winter because only reason we know is because of that time and space and the intelligence that gives that energy, the intelligence of humanity that tells the trees to go into fall and kill it, go into fall and fall off of the, their leaves and everything to recreate themselves into spring and then into summer. Now they have blossomed new light. It's the intelligence of the nature of the universe that does that with the plants and animals and things like that. So what do you think it has an effect on with humanity? People would never put that together, and the identities that we characterize ourselves and the personality traits that we have as men and women. But my presentation goes to show that, hopefully you take it how you want. The vibrations of the universe, real quick, 5 seconds. This universe is one band, one sound. We exist like this. My 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 notes. For the sake of time, I'm going to say this is A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. One band, one sound. This one instrument has created a rhythm. It's one rhythm from this one sound, one verse. Now I can say it's a song. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a song. In actuality, and that vibration is the same way how, it's created through manifestation. Just like this. Say I'm the orchestra, and I'm creating, manifesting the sound I want by telling groups of selectives, the guitars, the trumpets, the bass, the violins, whatever they may be at that time, because I don't, being a real orchestra, what actual instruments you need out there. But for the sake of time, I'm just saying that that's what it is, and I'm playing it. That's where they can relate to it. The piano, let's go. High note. And the band is manifesting this one rhythm of Moonlight Sonata because it's a rhythm of one band, one sound. The universe, like the man off the drumline said, and even with vibrations, it goes out. It's a difference from that vibration to this one. Now watch the difference. Come up a little closer. Watch the difference compared to The difference is the vibration that we kick out. We have the thoughts behind changing the universe. We see anything we see, our senses. The five senses we have is what controls this world. The experience of man is the only conscious enough, the only conscious that's bigger and great enough to actually know and go through time in the best way and form. We are the only ones who's conscious enough to regulate and recognize what we're experiencing through time. So the humanity, the vibration that we kick out, it has to be the highest of high. Because what we see, smell, taste, feel, and can hear, you're creating it. Your conscious makes it exist. So you got to be conscious of where you at and what time, because you can make the space by that moment of time. You know, you just got to realize who you are. And I leave y'all some good vibrations. Send my bell, my flash, the universe. You know, I just want to go into last thing. I gotta go out with good vibrations. Peace, everyone.